Psalm chapter 19 verses 8, 10, and 12 to 14. The precepts of the Lord are right, rejoicing in the heart. The law of the Lord is perfect, refreshing the soul. The decree of the Lord is trustworthy, giving wisdom to the simple. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The ordinances of the Lord are true, all of them just. Though your servant is careful of them, very diligent in keeping them. Yet who can detect failings? Cleanse me from my unknown faults, from wanton sin especially. Restrain your servant, let it not rule over me. Then shall I be blameless and innocent of serious sin. God gave us 10 laws to follow, and we call them the 10 Commandments. Many view laws in a negative way. Oftentimes people think of laws as preventing us from having fun. This view demonstrates our selfishness. Laws, on the other hand, are quite freeing. In this psalm we see that laws, specifically God's laws, instruct us in righteous ways. God's laws warn us of potential problems that lay on the horizon of life. His laws allow us to see ahead, and to see the potential problems caused by our sin. God's laws are guidelines that light our path in this life. In Psalm 119, we read, 104 to 105, "Through your precepts, laws, I get understanding, therefore, I hate every false way. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." Following God's laws brings joy to our hearts, and makes us appear wise to those around us, because we don't seem to have as many troubles in our lives as they do in theirs. Those around us fail to recognize that by following God's laws we avoid many conflicts. The fourth commandment tells us to honor our father and mother. As we see from paragraph 2199 of the Catechism of the Catholic Church, the commandment extends to all those who have authority over us. Today, I drove through a residential area at 25 miles per hour, which was the speed limit. It would have been easy for me to ignore the city's speed laws and drive at a much faster pace, but that would have been selfish, because I would have placed my wants and needs above the city who has authority over me. Such behavior could have resulted in the taking of the life of a child who ran into the street in front of me. Such behavior could have resulted in me going over the double lines and hitting an oncoming car. Such behavior could have resulted in a traffic ticket. By following God's fourth commandment, and honoring those with authority over me, I avoided the potential conflict of killing an innocent individual, causing a wreck or earning a speeding ticket. To some I would have appeared foolish, and overcautious. To others I would have appeared wise in following the law. The first group would complain the cops were picking on them by giving them a ticket, because there was nothing on the road to inhibit the use of speed. The second group of observers would recognize that my obedience to the law resulted in avoiding many potential conflicts. Examine the conflicts in your life, and I'll bet you can find the commandment you violated.